Hi folks, how you doing? Today we're going to go through integrated functional mobility. Let's share screen here with you. All right, integrated functional mobility. What is it? It's our method of developing the human body out of musculoskeletal pain and mechanical performance constraints, utilizing a variety of methods based in strength and conditioning and athletic conditioning. Integrated means the variety of methods. Functional mobility is your body's ability to move in space, whether it's to walk down the sidewalk, whether it's to take a jog, whether it's to catch a ball, whether it's to pick something up. The ability of your body to do that without either constraint of motion or even worse, having pain go along with it. Our problem is because of our sedentary lifestyles. Sitting is a big one. We may have gotten injured at one point, whether that be from athletics or just something, an event that happened. We might have an overuse injury from doing something like a lot of running or swimming or biking, or we just might have developed biomechanical imbalances, muscular imbalances since we were young. Then that leads to stiffness, chronic pain, and poor performance. In other words, we're in pain, we're stiff, and we're not performing to our potential. So the goal of this program, the outcomes that we're looking for, is to eliminate the muscular imbalances that cause pain and inhibit performance. We want people to be paid free. We want to improve posture, gait. Want you to be able to perform any activities of daily living. That could be playing with the kids. That could be helping your buddy move. You could be going out and shooting a game of basketball. Lightly. Or whatever it is that you need to do. And not feel like you're going to get injured doing it. Why is it important that this is strength training? What's the value of this system towards the outcomes that you're looking for? Number one, strength training is a series of demands using tension on the neuromyofascial, or we just call it the muscular system, over time in order to produce an outcome. And so what that means is you're doing a training bout, then another training bout, then another training bout, and then we're getting a little bit more of an outcome every time. So it is best used in that fashion. There is still a definite benefit for acute tightness. If you're having a spasm, in your back, or you feel really tight in your ankles because something that you did, sore shoulders, stuff like that. There's a benefit, but the benefit just is greater by using it as a training and development program. Let's see, our approach, the goal, the three elements that we're going to use. We have manually assisted and resisted, which is table work. Will be either assisting you into ranges of motion, or will be resisting you in order to develop engagement and recruitment patterns that you might have lost through time, where your muscles just aren't quite working the way that they are supposed to, and that's causing imbalances that cause pain. We have coaching, and then we have independent. And so let's go a little bit through more of that. Manually assisted and resisted. You can see us doing some testing to do for the range of motion. We do static stretch, we do dynamic stretch, we do a little bit of contract release. We use percussion, which is some vibration and some pressure to manually release muscle and fascia. And then we have manually isolated muscle engagement, which is it's a technique to get you to engage the muscles again that, like we said before, have kind of turned off and the nervous system isn't quite recruiting in the way that it should. Here we have the coach sessions. We might do these in the park, or we might do these in a small studio. We do have classes for these, or we do have one-on-one sessions available so that you can learn the techniques that you're going to take off and use on your own. Another way to develop techniques that you can use on your own is by either following our videos, or we have a book available for you to refer to. So a combination of all of these is really the best way to go throughout the program and create the best outcome for yourself. The comparison with other services. So physical therapy, what's kinesiology versus physical therapy? Or what's strength training and conditioning or exercise physiology versus physical therapy? Physical therapy is typically done for acute things that happen. You know, you tore a rotator cuff, you had to get surgery. It's usually reactive in nature. Normally, kinesiology, strength training, exercise physiology is done on a proactive basis, and it might be done for more chronic conditions, meaning that if you have pain for a long time, we're likely going to carry out something that's going to try to get rid of that long-term pain that's kind of been lying around and bothering you, but not something that you've had a really big event or problem with. With chiropractic generally works on the skeletal system, while kinesiology works on the neuromuscular system. So they're a very good complement to each other. They're also, also this could be a substitute sometimes for chiropractic as well. Yoga, Pilates, and Thai massage we use some similar techniques for these, but these are process techniques, meaning that they're kind of applied to everybody in the same way. Whereas, what we do is we test the person and we personalize the program, so we make sure that we're utilizing our time and our efforts in a way that is going to lead to more definitive outcomes. Personal training is a little bit more general in scope, so that's more general and broad in scope, more for just general fitness than is kinesiology. So the techniques here stem primarily from athletic training and strength and conditioning. So those would be the two most similar things that one could do or go through. What can you expect on the first day of this program, or what can you expect throughout the process? The first day, we're going to do assessment and we're going to address at the same time. So we're going to look at your mobility and we're going to address mobility at the same time that we're screening for restrictions and restrictions of that mobility. And then we might do a little bit of engagement testing as well to try and test, what muscles, where are you engaging correctly or not correctly? Where is your nervous system actually doing the recruitment that needs to be done? You're going to learn breathing and release techniques, really basic stuff to set you on building habits that you're going to learn to develop over time to help you in your own practice. Then next we do what we call a play it by ear session, meaning that we're just going to play it by ear. We're going to see how does your body feel from the first session to the second session, and we may do one more of those to where we can see how your body is adjusting, so that we can get to the next stage, which is doing a program of development based on what we learned from your body from the first day. And the second and third day, we're going to set you off on a program saying, okay, this is the best approach for us to take. And we're going to carry out that approach, over a period of time that we predetermine together. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this video, and I look forward to having you in the office.